Hello everyone, and welcome to our latest edition of the Waingels podcast. Today we're joined by some of the cast members of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, which is our lower school production being performed on Wednesday the 22nd and Thursday the 23rd of May. As this play has been a dual cast, I welcome our first Willy Wonka, Archie. Welcome, Archie.
Hello.
Why did you choose to audition for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Was it Willy Wonka that you auditioned for?
I auditioned for Mike TV. I auditioned for Mike TV as in my former play that I did at my primary school. I had to do an American accent. And so Mike TV is American, of course. I think the teachers would really like that, like me to put my own spin, like use an American accent, like as he's American. And I think I got Willy Wonka mainly because I was loud and I was upbeat. It suits my personality.
That's really interesting. Is this your first Waingels production that you've been involved in? And how have rehearsals been so far?
Rehearsals have gone very well, really. Of course, a few things have gone wrong here and there, but overall, I think all of the people in the play have done very well.
It sounds really fun. How many lines have you had to learn, and what have been your techniques for learning lines?
I can't even count how many lines I've learned. There's an awful lot of them. I like to read through the whole script, all my lines, before I do it without the script.
How does Willy Wonka's characteristics reflect your own, and what do you and his character have in common?
He's quite an upbeat character, and I think that reflects who I am as well.
Would you audition for future productions?
Yes, I certainly will.
And thank you, Archie, for coming on our podcast today. It was great to chat to you about this year's lower school production.
Thank you. Bye.
And now we welcome our second Willy Wonka, Elliot. Welcome to the podcast, Elliot.
Hello, thank you for having me.
What made you decide to get involved in the lower school production of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Were you nervous for auditioning?
I've done other productions in primary school and out of school, and so I just really wanted to do another in school, and I was slightly nervous because it's a bigger school, so there are more people that you have to perform in front of.
Have you seen either of the movies or read the book before? If so, has this helped you build your Willy Wonka character? For example, have you been influenced by Johnny Depp or Gene Wilder playing Willy Wonka?
I've watched the Johnny Depp version of it, but they haven't really influenced me because I'm kind of trying to portray him how I think he should be portrayed, not how he usually is, but how I think he should be.
That's amazing. Do you have any rehearsal highlights, any funny stories to share?
So in one of the scenes I have to fake laugh, and my laugh isn't very nice. It's a really loud wheeze, and I tried to do fake laugh, but I laughed at myself and I just couldn't stop laughing, and Miss Bartlett said I sounded like a dying duck with a sore throat.
What is your costume design for the production like?
I think it's black trousers and shoes, but it's got this purple waistcoat thing, but it's slightly too big because it has to fit Archie too.
That's amazing. And have you got any favourite lines in the play? If so, what is it?
Yeah, it's one of my lines in scene 5 where I talk about where the Oompa Loompas are from, but I probably can't say it all because it's the longest line in the whole thing, probably, for me at least, so it'd take ages too.
Are you ready to perform to primary schools and your families next week? What are you excited and most nervous about?
I hope I'm ready. I'm probably just I'm excited just to perform it because it's going to be my first ever production at Waingels. But I'm probably most nervous about the lines, because if I mess up a line, normally people would say their line to try help you, but then I have to think of what comes after their line, and it messes up my thinking sometimes.
Okay, thank you, Elliot, for coming on our Waingels podcast today. It's been great to chat with you, and we look forward to seeing you play in Willy Wonka.
Bye, thank you.
Now we welcome our two Mike TVs to the podcast, Liam and Evie. Welcome to the podcast, both of you.
Hello.
Why did you choose to audition for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Was it Mike that you originally auditioned for?
Yeah, so I originally auditioned for Mike TV, and I decided to audition because I'd done Fantastic Mr. Fox last year and I absolutely loved it, and so far I'm really, really enjoying this, and I can't wait for show week next week. So
I actually auditioned for Veruca, but I decided that I didn't mind what role I got. I just wanted a speaking role. I decided to audition because I thought it'd be great for my confidence, because I hadn't really done any performances like it before.
Have you seen either of the films or read the books? If so, what is your favourite part/scene?
My favourite scene is when, probably the TV room actually, because I love TV and stuff, so it's basically my character, so I really like the scenes with him in.
I have seen the films, haven't read the books, too long for me. And my favourite scene is probably the starting scene when you get to know all of them and you get to know their characters. As it's kind of funny when you see like how bratty some of them are, and it's just hilarious.
What are you enjoying the most about playing the character Mike TV?
I'm enjoying it that we do have lines, but we don't have that many lines, and I get to be a bit lazy because like you just get to walk around the stage. You don't have to pay much attention to anything because you're always stuck to the screen and things, so it is quite fun.
I think you've got more freedom as well, because you've got you're playing an arrogant character, so you've got more freedom and you get to be more sort of arrogant, evil. So it's I prefer playing the more rude roles because you've just got more freedom, and he's my favourite character, so it's pretty good.
What is the hardest part about playing Mike TV? Does he have any difficult lines or difficult personality traits?
I find the personality really easy because I can just snap into that personality, because it's such an easy personality, because I can think of arrogance from all my favourite characters. The lines were quite difficult at the beginning, but as we eased in, practiced, I think they've become way more easy.
Yeah. I actually find doing the personality very difficult because it's so difficult to know what's right. So you can play a character one way and then in the exact opposite way, and both of them are amazing. So it's very difficult to pick. And then with the lines, I struggle with learning them a little bit, especially the longer ones. And yeah. So.
How are you feeling about the performances to primary schools in your families? Are you excited or are you sort of nervous?
Well, I'm both, to be honest. I always get nervous at the start of the play, but once I do maybe my first one or two shows, I kind of ease into it, and it's almost, you have to imagine that there's no one there, you're just performing to no one, and you'll be fine. And yeah.
I agree. I was quite nervous at the start. I was prepared, but I was nervous of what other people were going to think if I messed up, but I got into a mindset I know who I'm working with. I've known Liam a long time, so it's easy to work with him.
How's it been working with other cast members? Which other characters do you work with the most?
I really like working with everyone, especially both the Charlies and Verucas, because I've known them for a long time, and it's been really nice getting close to people like the year 7s that we haven't really known, and it's just been like a family because we've been together practicing every week.
Yeah, for me, well, one of my best friends is my dad in the play, so he's obviously going to be a bit arrogant towards me, a bit horrible. So yeah, but other characters working with, it's been all fine. There's been no arguments. Everyone's really nice to each other. There's no judgment, and it's a great space to be around other people, getting to know other people and things. So, yeah.
Thank you both for coming on our podcast today. It's been great chatting with you. Break a leg.
Thank you very much for having us.
Bye.
And lastly, we welcome our two Charlie Buckets to the podcast, Lucy and Olivia. Welcome to the podcast, both of you.
Hello.
Was Charlie the character you originally auditioned for? If not, who did you want to be?
Well, I actually just wanted to be any main part, but I was very proud with when I actually got Charlie, but I wasn't expecting it though.
I didn't really audition for a character. I just sort of went to the audition and just got whoever I got, really.
Amazing. How was working with other cast members? Which characters did you enjoy working with most?
It's really fun working with the other cast members because if you just worked with a few people, it wouldn't be the same. And I really enjoy working with Ensemble the most, probably. and Willy Wonka.
And I really like working with the grandparents because I always like to see like their little old faces and how the teachers always ask them to be like a little bit more tired and old, and it's really funny to see them.
Do you have a favourite line in the play? If so, what is it?
So it's in the scene where Veruca has just gone down the rubbish chute and I say, Mr. Wonka, but what about the Great Fiery Incinerator? And he doesn't really care because she's gone now.
My favourite line is probably in the Violet scene when Violet has just popped up into a blueberry and I say, Mr. Wonka, will Violet ever be alright again?
What's your costume like? Do you like it?
Well, we have to have our hair in like 2 plaits, I think, and I've got to wear this like denim dress, it's sort of browny reddy, and it goes just above my knees. It's alright, I think it could have been worse, but it's okay.
So I've pretty much got the same kind of thing, but the one that Olivia's actually got was too big for me, so I had to bring in my own, so mine's blue, but it's pretty much the same.
And what's your favourite scene in the whole play? Do you have any funny bloopers that you can share?
So it's in the scene where Mrs. Gloop is shouting angrily at Mr. Wonka, and Mr. Wonka is supposed to laugh, and Elliot, who's playing Mr. Wonka, has did this funny laugh, but it actually came out as like sort of goat, and it was really funny and we all laughed at him.
My favourite scene is probably the last scene when it's just me, Mr. Wonka, and Grandpa Joe. The blooper would probably be the same that Lucy said when Mr. Wonka was just doing a funny laugh.
And how do you feel towards your last performance? Excited, nervous to your friends and family?
Well, like everyone, I'm really nervous about it, but I am really excited because I feel like we're really ready and I'm looking forward to showcasing the whole piece.
Yeah, I'm really excited because we've been working on it for a long time now and everyone's put a lot of hard work into it, and I think it will just be a really good show.
Do you plan to be involved in more Waingels productions in the future?
Yes, definitely.
I think so, yeah, and I really want to be in there was a Bugsy Malone last year, and I really want to be involved in one of those.
Thank you both for coming on our podcast today. It's been great chatting with you. Break a leg.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to all our guests who have featured on today's podcast. We wish them every success with the production on the 22nd and 23rd of May. Bye for now.